Hi guys, welcome. This is Holistic Locs and I'm here to do a very quick video for you guys. It's actually come at a really good time for me because I had a little conversation with one of my friends and we were talking about different lessons that we learned along the Loc journey and how it was not just about physical transformation, so it wasn't just about waiting for our locks to kind of form and all of that sort of thing, but actually stemmed into different parts of our life, which was really interesting. So I thought I would make a really quick video just sharing some lessons, life lessons in general, that I kind of realized have been an extension of my Loc journey into other parts of my life. And maybe you can reflect on this too and see where you are on your journey or if it applies to you as well. So the first one is definitely patience, and this was a big one for me, and it still is. It's a huge one because it takes patience to grow your locks, but at the same time there's all these other things that come with expectations. You know, you have this this expectation that at a certain time your locks are going to mature, or maybe at a certain time you're hoping they're going to reach a certain goal, you're going to reach a certain goal with length. And all of this takes patience, and for me, this is one of the biggest things that came up for me on the Loc journey, where I was just realizing that I didn't have any patience, you know, and I still sometimes get tested big time on patience in general, you know, whether it's doing something in my life, or even, you know, just even with my locks today, the way they look, sometimes I don't have patience because I would love my locks to get even longer, for example. So patience seems to come up time and time again, but it's a very good reminder that wherever you are on your journey, not just in your locks but also in your life, that it's a good time to just be grounded, you know, be grounded and enjoy the process. Sometimes we're so focused on the end goal, we kind of forget to enjoy the whole kind of process. And this is what happened to me on my first set of locks. I think especially in the teenage stage, where my locks were incredibly big and wild, and I look back on it now, they looked really nice, but at the time I was thinking, I really don't want my locks to look like this, I want them to be mature. But I didn't really enjoy that part. And now looking back, when I look at old pictures and I'm kind of looking at, you know, the length as well, how nice the length was and how full my locks were at the time, I'm just thinking, why didn't I enjoy that time? Why didn't I spend just enjoying that stage fully, you know? And I think this can apply again to any part of your life. So just being grounded and having patience. And the next lesson I've really learned was just letting go. So this is very much connected to patience. Once you have patience, there comes this kind of process of just letting go and surrendering, just kind of going, you know, if it's meant to happen in a certain way, it will. If it's going to look a certain way, it will. If it's going to mature at a certain time, it will mature. So just letting go, and not just letting go of my own expectations, but letting go in general, you know, just letting go of that control of wanting things to look and be in a certain way, and also letting go of other people's expectations, which comes on to the next point as well. With letting go and surrendering, there's this point of observation where I found myself not just observing what came up for me, but also what came up as a reaction from everyone else. So sometimes as we change as people, the people closest to us can either be some of the most supportive people, or they can actually be triggered and challenge us the most. And luckily my immediate family and immediate group of friends were fantastic. But to be honest, some people did surprise me, you know, when it came to locks, and especially when I really stuck to it and decided to keep them for years and years and years. They were like, why have you still got your locks? You would look so much prettier if you da-da-da, 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 if you had straight hair, if you did this, if you did that. Let go, observe, and just move on, you know, move on. And part of moving on comes into the next lesson, which was just keeping things very simple. So just allowing things to be super simple on my journey, you know, and that includes products, that includes my routine in general, you know, just kind of lightening up my routine so I wasn't kind of, okay, I need to do this at this time, that, all of these things, just being completely simple with my routine. I found that amazing because it actually freed up a lot of time for other things and other opportunities as well to use that time that I would normally do in the routines that were more kind of, I don't know how to say it, but yeah, you get the picture. Freeing up time just by keeping things simple was just amazing, and I absolutely loved it. And it comes back to the whole thing that is related to the last lesson, which is radical self-love. And what does that mean to you when I say that, radical self-love? Well, for me, I'll share my personal thoughts. For me, radical self-love, I used to think of it as a very kind of selfish thing, to be honest. I used to think, okay, why would I spend so much time doing this for myself? When I could be doing other things. I could be spending time doing this and channeling my energy into my job, into my partner, into my family. Why do I need time alone to do things that just to nurture me? And having that shift from looking at it as a selfish kind of way into a more selfless way was one of the biggest lessons. And it actually came with my Locs, my whole locking journey. It was radical self-love was about appreciating inner beauty, inner beauty and how you feel about yourself in general, not just with your Locs, but just in general. How are you feeling about yourself? Are you nurturing yourself fully? Are you enjoying your journey? Are you giving yourself energy? We spend so much time giving energy to everyone else, most of us do. And we forget that, in terms of energy, you're channeling your energy here, there, but you need to recharge your own energy. And it's not a selfish thing, because the more energy you have through your own radical self-love and taking care of yourself, the more you have to give. The more your partner, your family, your children, your work, whatever it is that you channel your energy into, the more you can do it, the more powerful your energy is. And this was a huge thing for me, and I continue trying. I say trying because it's a daily thing. I continue trying to do my best in doing some really small things. It doesn't have to be taking a whole day off for myself. If it's just taking a few minutes just to enjoy my cup of herbal tea, right, let me be present with myself. Let me really enjoy this moment. It doesn't have to be a huge deal. But little things often and every day just makes a really big change, and that's what I call radical self-love. So those are the main lessons I can think of in the top of my head that kind of came from the locking experience and kind of channeled and found their way into different areas of my life. Please check the link below, and it will have another blog post on some reflection questions and spiritual lessons that I learned as well. Feel free to share as well what your thoughts are and what you learned on your journey as well. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will be sharing and making some spontaneous random videos on the Loc journey very soon. So take care of yourselves, enjoy your day. Sat Nam.